What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back. Another video, which may be the best figure of 2023. We don't know yet. We don't know. Ahsoka was pretty amazing. Clone Trooper's pretty amazing. We got a lot of cool figures come out. But could this Luke Skywalker be the ultimate flippin' Luke? I don't know. I got mine from Pop Collectibles. Just got delivered today. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this box. It's a large box. Whoa! As I step on things. Whoa! Here it is. Here, Mando Luke, CGI Luke. I do have the deluxe. I've got the Dark Trooper in here, the battle damage one. We got a Grogu because we all need more Grogu. And now it's time to open it up and see if it is the best Luke or not. Anybody else super excited about this one or just me? I doubt it's just me. Let's get into this. We've got Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Deluxe DX23. So we've got Luke, we got our Dark Trooper here, and we've got all kinds of other stuff going on. Deluxe edition. Because you gotta have Grogu. We got a new head sculpt. Super excited about that one. A special edition. We're gonna have a nice slipcover over here. We've got Luke with his motion blade going on there. Back on the back. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Got a nice little hologram action in gold and silver. Interesting. And let's go see. So this is just a slipcover. We'll go ahead and get this off because this is a DX. And we all know what that means. No, we don't actually. It just means we got packaging. I can get this thing out of here. Hold on. Let's get this slipcover out of here. All right. Let's go. All right. We're going to have some nice upgraded packaging. No clamshell BS going on with this. And to be honest, for as much as we pay for these things, this should be the packaging across the board. Across the board. Except for DC. DC might be able to get the clamshell stuff. That's fine. But we got Luke right here doing a little force grab, destroying the Dark Trooper here. We got some nice shiny bits here. A little foil action on the Star Wars here. Luke Skywalker Deluxe version. DX23. Anything on the side? Yeah. It's got this nice textured detail going all the way around it. Right? DX23 right there. Disney on the back. Yeah, not bad. Warning. All right, let's see what else we got. Should have a nice little... There we go. All right, there we go. Let's get this thing out of here. Ready? It's a box within a box within another box. All right. Eventually, we'll actually get to the figure. Luke Skywalker was a Tatooine farm boy who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the greatest Jedi the galaxy has ever known. Along with his friends Princess Leia and Han Solo, Luke battled the evil empire, discovered the truth of his parentage, and ended the tyranny of the Sith. Nice little quote right there. A nice little cardboard cover. Got some foam. And then, boom, there we go. We've got a Luke. I'll put that right there for a second. We got Luke. We got our Dark Trooper upper body, which we will need to put on our other Dark Trooper. They are compatible. Let's go for that. And we got a Grogu here. Features articulated head and arms. So is this going to be the exact same one we just got with Ahsoka? Probably. We'll compare them. We'll see what's going on with that. But that looks flipping amazing. And we should be able to take this guy off. Newly developed Luke Skywalker head sculpt. And yeah, we'll get you out of here. All right. So we've got Dark Trooper. We got a Luke. Let's get this piece out. And I want to see the head sculpt. Got a nice little bonus edition right there. Hologram ship. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's see what this thing's all about. Wow. Dude, come on. That is cool. The hair is a good bit lighter than I thought it would be. I'm not sure why, but I thought it would be a lot darker. You can see it there. Just see how light it is compared to this black cloak here. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Look at that, first impressions. All right, this is on a wide angle lens, so distortion. All right, bear with me. We'll check that out a little bit. We got our little ship right here. Little deal. Yeah, don't really care about that much. Dark Trooper. Let's go ahead and get that guy here. Well, okay, so it's got his own little stand right here. Dude, that's pretty cool. Like, I wanted this to display with Luke. Like, I think it has become an iconic scene, the return of Luke Skywalker. I don't know that this is a required piece for a Star Wars collector, but it's a freaking cool one. We'll look more at that in a little bit. We got a Grogu. We got a stand. Let's see what's underneath the tray. I have a feeling it's the same Grogu, but I guess we'll see shortly. Let's see here. Got some instructions, and we got a whole bunch of extra accessories. Get you out of here. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, and then we got this. What the heck is this? It's got to be a cardboard backdrop that we don't need. Let's check it out anyways. We're here. Because this is the last time it will ever see the light of day. Let's see what it's about. It's a... Okay, so that one's not bad. That one's actually not bad. This one actually has... All right, hold on. It's not bad. It's got a little... We got some depth to it. So that's not... Okay. Do we use this? I think what I'm going to actually end up doing is I'm going to 3D print this. So I don't have it in cardboard. I think it's probably going to end up doing, but we may use this in posing. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those things in general, to be quite honest with you. But let's look at this guy. Let's see what kind of accessories we got. As I make noise. We got some swooshing blades. We got a regular blade. We got a hilt. We got some hands, the swap out hands that I'm pretty sure are exactly the same as the ones we saw with Ahsoka and Grogu Deluxe. We got some gloves, hands. We got some ungloved hands. We got a switch out. Oh, this. All right. Yeah. I was wondering, is this this is their newer lightsaber deal. We got a little tool for messing with eyes. That's cool. All right. This is the new deal. Interesting. Or is it? Is it pretty much the same? No, this isn't USB. This is just flat out throw some batteries in there and light it up. Oh, man. Yeah, this is the old style one. I expected, I don't know, whatever. I expected it to be USB, right? And this thing to be a thing? Because I don't think this doesn't light up. Surely not. No. Right? Okay. All right. That's fine. We got our cloak here, which is definitely not brown or burgundy. It is 100% straight black and glorious. That is awesome. We got a stand here. Some nice texture going on with that. I dig that. That's cool. All right. Let me get all the plastic bits off. We'll get this, all this stuff off of here. Check all this stuff out. So we got all the accessories out, and it's a decent amount of accessories for a DX Deluxe, all that kind of stuff. It's actually pretty nice. We'll start off with the basics, get this stuff out of the way. The stand right here, normal waist crotch grabber right here. It does say Luke Skywalker right there. It's nice. And there is some texture here. Like usually this is just flat gray. There's not a whole lot going on here, but there's some actual texture there. So that's kind of nice. We got that going on. Grogu, as I was curious, is this exact same Grogu we got with Ahsoka Tano, which I just unboxed. Go check out that video. And I think the answer is yes, it is the exact same Grogu. However, it is painted differently. But it's the exact same thing. Movable arms. You can switch out the hands. It does come with 2 other hands you can switch out. Actually, both of these do. But essentially, mouth plates, the sculpt of the cloak, the feet, everything is exactly the same except for the paint application. So obviously the one with Ahsoka came a little bit darker, right? A little bit darker there. And then the Luke has this one, which is in of Mando season 2. And then this was like Book of Boba Fett. So it's a thing. The paint application in the ears are different. For those who are curious, this one's a more magenta purpley color. And this one's a little lighter on the application of that. But all intents and purposes, exactly the same. So this should be interchangeable if you wanted to. But you can change the... You can absolutely change out the heads on this one for all the other Grogu that you have in your collection. But there's that. That's kind of cool. So we got that guy. You can go over there. We got a little Grogu army building right there. So we do have... Now this was a bit disappointing. And I don't know why I'm disappointed in this because they didn't tell us it was going to be USB. But this is like the old technology. Put the batteries in there, roll this up, put batteries in there, change out the form. There's a 0% chance I will ever use this. So this is going to go back in the box, never to be seen again. Number 1, it's weak. Number 2, that's just bad form. So kind of expected that, a little bit of an upgrade, being how hyped up this is supposed to be, like the ultimate Luke, in my opinion. It's supposed to be that guy. And then we get this old technology and one of those things. But we do have his hilt. So we got two options on this, just like we've had before. We've got the lit hilt. We've got the motion activated, swooshing blade here, which it goes from a dark greenish to a translucent. That'll look a little better on different lighting. But here it is, the hilt. We do have a little D-ring right here. You can hook up on his belt. And obviously you can, if you want, you can just have that. Obviously, he could be really bold and just walk around with it like that lit up. But I feel like that would be dangerous. And I don't think Master Jedi would do that. So you can take that out and just have it like that. So there you go. You do have this tool, which we've seen before, for moving the eyes around. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Yeah, there's that. And then we got an array of hands. So it's got a fisted hand on the body it comes with. There's a gloved fist and an ungloved fist. There's that. And then the hands that are the left hands without the glove, because, he lost that hand. Are right here. So here's a pile of them. They're nicely done. They're nicely painted. The details on there is what you'd expect. We've got a saber holding hand right there. We've got what I can assume is like a Grogu holding hand. That's a new mold. Haven't seen this one before. Or maybe it's his coffee cup. We just got some spotchka, but I'm sure that's a Grogu holding hand, which is nice because, it's new. This hand we've seen before. Nice little force hand. And then this is a come here, my child hand, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what the hell that's supposed to be. But he does have the gloved hands as well. Again, there's a fist on the actual figure itself. And then we've got some force hands. So nice. These are just black mold. There's literally no paint. There's some nice texture on there, but it's just black molded, right? So nice gesturing hand there. Another gesturing hand here. Again, this is going to be, I'm assuming, a Grogu holding hand. Would think. All right. Nice relaxed hand on that one. A more gesturing hand or force, force hand. And then a saber holding hand on that as well. So that's all the hands. That's all accessories. If you got the special edition, then you get this awesome accessory, which nobody needs or wants, but that's okay. We got a nice hologram of a ship with a hologram emitter that we've seen a bunch of times. Once again, never to be seen again. We'll end up back in the box. And then, of course, we get this glorious cloak in all black. It's fantastic. I mean, the weight of it is nice. It is definitely all black. The inner lining, I guess it's nice satin texture material on the inside. That's interesting. Nice clasp right here. I know it's showing up all black, but there's a clasp right here, as we've seen before. No wires in it. That would have been a nice touch. So I think we're going to end up getting a custom cloak. So all you custom cloak makers out there, hit me up. But there's some nice texture on here. This is nice. I dig this. So I do have the other, and it is a different material completely than the previous cloaks, which I happen to have right here, right here. So this is the previous Jedi Luke cloak, and this is the Mando Luke cloak. You can see totally different. This is more of a felt material. If you have this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's more like a felt material. This is more fabric. You can see the texture lines in it. And I'm not that one's good or bad. It's different. I figured you might want to know that. And then on the inside, whereas this is just the material, here they've added this satin material, which I hope will stop against staining of the head sculpt, because that is definitely a thing, which I'll show you here in just a second. So we'll get you out of there. But let's go ahead and I guess we'll look at this guy next, and we'll get to the head sculpt. So here is our Dark Trooper. Let me get you out of here. Get out of my way. Here's our Dark Trooper accessory. It is fantastic. So it does, you can put it on this flight stand if you want. However, you can also put it on the actual Dark Trooper. We'll do that a little later. It literally is just a switch out. It's not very difficult to do. But this is glorious. So on the back, there is a panel that you have to remove to put in batteries. I absolutely did that because I wanted to. And it's only 3 batteries that go right here on the back. And then there's 3 different modes, right? If I turn this on, oh, look at that. They come on with one flick, and I hit one more time, then they flicker. That's glorious. And then hit one more time, and it kind of pulsates. And honestly, all of them are cool, but I think the flickering one's probably my favorite. The head does move. You got a little bit of range of motion on the head. It's got about 180 degrees. And then the arm, this arm right here, got about 180 degrees. And there's a plastic cover there. I don't know why I had to remove it. It's kind of a weird place to put one, but they did. And then you flip it one more time and you turn those off. Paint application is pretty basic. This is a solid piece. I'd say if you had a Hot Toys Thor figure with the light up function like Infinity War or Endgame Thor, like that solid chest where all the batteries go, like it's that solid of a material. This is it's a chunk, right? It definitely doesn't have that high gloss sheen and beauty of the original Dark Trooper, which I happen to have. Boom, right here. I mean, there you go. There's definitely, there's a difference. No doubt about it. Even in the paint, I mean, everything's different about these guys. The helmet's all destroyed. Obviously, there's range of motion on this one, which looks pretty good. Let me put him down for a second as I drop pieces. But there's nice, like the collar on here is damaged. Nice paint applications. And you can see what this section is like force ripped by Luke off, and the metal's been poured, and it's just nice dry brushing going on here. The elbow joint does not move. Don't try to move that. But other than that, it's quite nicely done. I think it could use from some more weathering down here in these bits, like some oranges and some reds. Like I feel like this is a little basic. It's like this silver paint with just a quick black wash on it. I feel like this could be done a little better, so we may do some painting with that, and definitely some. It could use some. It could use some improvements, right? But for what it is, I dig it pretty much. I kind of like it. So let's get into the head sculpts, which I want to go ahead and see which way I want to go. Here's our new head sculpt. Let's go ahead and zoom down here on this bad boy. So this is the new head sculpt. This is our new Luke Skywalker head sculpt. All new, even upgraded, I think. My personal opinion, I think it's an upgrade from the previous offering when they announced this guy. I think it looks quite good. And the hair is definitely lighter. And how do I know that? Well, I happen to have the other Jedi Luke Skywalker right here, right? So this is the staining I was talking about on the collar. This happens with the cloaks. Not a shocker there. And I'm hoping that inner lining will eliminate that. But there it is. There's the hair. Now, interesting enough. Now, I do not have the indoor Luke with the wavy, windy hair thing. I don't have that one. Just for whatever reason, didn't want it. But this is the Jedi Luke, so that's what this one is. This one is they're both pretty good. I don't know if one's better than the other. This one definitely is reminiscent of the show, so I can't be mad at that. But like from this angle, yeah, I think this one's a little better. Maybe it's the nose. Like the nose is strange. Is that what it is? Is it the nose? I don't know. Anyways, fun fact, the hair is interchangeable. How about that? So if you just really want to go for that one, you can. Just magnet pops right off, just like the other Lukes. In this one, you've got the joystick, so you can change out the expression on the eyes and move those eyes around. But if you pop this guy off, if you happen to, or if you want the other, I would imagine the other head sculpt with the windy hair works as well. You can pop this guy right in here. Let's see if I can do it because I did it earlier. Come on. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. There you go. You can put the new head sculpt on the old hair. What do you guys think of that? I don't know. And if you really want, since they're interchangeable, you can put the new hair on the old sculpt. And there is no rubbish at all. What do you guys think? So here's our new Luke on the body, and it is quite fantastic, if I must say so myself. I like this very, very much. There's definitely this difference in the design between this one and the previous version. We'll look at that in a little bit. But the head sculpt on there is money. It's absolutely money. Looks great. And it doesn't seem as a poofy, like fat suity material. I'm not getting that vibe from this, like he's overstuffed, if you will. Like if you had this Luke over here, and then you had all the other stuff on top of it, it was really poofy. This one is not like that in the least. I'm not getting that vibe from it. But there are nice textures and layers on layers on this guy. Nice material. No wires here. It's just all flowing material. Velcro back here on the belt, so you can change that out. And but I think it looks pretty good. Now, what I thought was the cloak damaging the head sculpt on the other figure was not. It was actually the collar of the... Here you go, focus for me. It was actually this collar right here that did that damage to me. So I was mistaken on that. So this very well may do the same thing. Question. We'll see about that. We got a nice hook right here for the saber. And then, obviously, I don't think we're going to have too much hindrances on the rotation of arms and everything. Double bend on the elbows. I mean, pretty much can do whatever we want there. Bicep swivel. No issues there. 6-scale peg there. Nothing crazy. Nice little double bend on that. And then our notorious Jedi boots that don't bend worth a flip. I mean, there's movement in it. But you all know what's going to happen to that if you go too crazy with it. Range of motion on the hip. Oh, good gracious. All right, Luke. All right. Torso, not so much on the torso. Decent ab crunch, not really. All right, but that being said, when Luke was in the Mando, he was more badass than flippity flips, right? So, could be a thing. But I think this looks fantastic. Yeah, this looks quite good. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. Before we even get into the posing section, we'll pose both of these, and we'll do some comparisons. But do we have a new Ultimate Luke? Or does the other one reign supreme? I mean, just looking right here, that's where I'm at right now. Just double checking the instructions. And what it says here on this Dark Trooper is there's a little tab right here. Pull that out, change it out, go from there. So let's go ahead and give this a go before we even get too crazy into the posing. And what it's talking about on your actual Dark Troopers is tab right there. You can focus for me? Right there. Let's see if we can't do this on camera. I don't know if I can. We're going to try. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. All right, so that came right out. Not a problem. Bam. Okay. There you go there. And then we should be able to just pull up. Okay, yeah, it just pops right out. So that's the pin that's holding those together. So you got that. And I guess you could put that one on the other stand, but I don't know why you'd want to. We should be able to do this guy. Take you off. It's going to have the same pin, which is right there. This one, hopefully. Oh, yep, that was easy. Don't want to get those mixed up. Got that guy. And then we should be able to pop this. Let's see here. It's this section right here off. Boom. Got that off. Put this guy on here. And it should key in. So we really shouldn't be able to mess this up. And there you go. Put the pin back in. And there, I guess you can go ahead and flip the switch. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I don't have it obviously pinned in, but you get the idea. Not terribly difficult to do, right? Yeah, not bad. Taking a look at Luke side by side, the Mando Luke is ever so slightly taller. I mean, just like ever so slightly taller. And I guess that's fine. It doesn't really matter to me, but somebody might want to know that. Of the two, I can tell you right now, there's a clear favorite. And I want to get off of it's the newest greatest thing and new arrival and the hype that goes with that. It generally is just it just looks better in my opinion. I don't care about the height difference. That's not a big deal. I think the head sculpt's better, honestly. The non-puffy suit is better. I like that too. But you guys let me know. What are your thoughts? I think there's a clear winner. One has movable eyes. That's a huge thing. Even though that's a pain to deal with, but once you finally get it in a pose you want, you have the option to have him look wherever the heck you want him to look. That's cool. Versus not. So there's that. I like the black cloak. I think that's cooler as well. Big fan of that. And overall, I think it's a new winner so far. And here we go. We've got Master Luke destroying the Dark Trooper. I have placed the torso that comes with this set with the original Dark Trooper, switched it out, showed you guys how to do that earlier, and it looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to display mine like this. I kind of feel like you're missing out on a Dark Trooper if you display it like this, but I don't know, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably just do the floating torso thing and deal with that. But Master Luke looks fantastic. He looks quite freaking badass. And this, whole flickering light effect they've got going on back here with the Dark Trooper. I like that very much. I will definitely hook mine up to, a fusion reactor or something to make that work. So definitely hit up fusion reactors if you want to do something like that. He's around. It looks pretty freaking cool. But moving back over to Luke, he looks badass. I mean, just it's a great figure. I don't want to tell you. The previous Luke, when Mando Luke made his appearance, the previous Luke went through the roof on pricing. Everybody knew they were going to end up making one. They did. Here it is. It looks amazing. And I'm going to have mine stealthy. As good as the head sculpt is, I do like it with the hood on as a more badass look. I kind of like that. We'll do some more poses with it, but yeah, I'm kind of digging it very much so far like this. So bear with me on the lighting for this one because I wanted to make it look mysterious as it was in the season finale for Mando. In that hallway scene where he's just kind of going crazy. And you don't quite see his face, and it's very dark, but there's a lot of dark troopers dying. And I kind of want to go for that. So, yeah, having fun with this guy. It's super fun to pose. Easier to pose than the previous Jedi Luke, simply because of the fat suit and the upper torso in the previous Luke. That's not so fun. And maybe this one, the black cloak, just makes it that much more badass. That might be it. Or it might be just hype of his re-emergence in Mando season 2 finale. Either way, posing him not too difficult. So we've got him. He's just finished a move on a Dark Trooper. I literally copied this straight from the show as best I could. So if you want some posing ideas, go back, watch the show, hit pause, that kind of stuff. Try to copy it. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, because sometimes it's CGI trickery. But this right here, we got a force move on the left hand. We've got him looking down. We've got the cloak hiding the head, and then we've got his hilt over his head, like he's just finished off a Dark Trooper, and it looks pretty freaking badass, if I say so myself. I'm having fun with this one. Are you? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So I'm not sure if this clip's ever actually going to make it into this video, but I wanted to try something, and I didn't want to have like Luke back to the camera. Anyways, whatever. If it makes it, great. If not, you'll never hear this. But we do have Luke calling to Grogu. We got Bo-Katan. Eventually, we'll have a Koska Reeves at some point, whenever that's released. We got a Crow Mando here looking all kinds of awesome. And this is not how I would display mine, but I figured what the hell, we'll do something like this. I do want to see what this new Luke looks like with Ahsoka that we just got. I think that's important. I think that's good. It's been a good year for Star Wars collectors in 6 scale. But this Luke right here looks great, especially with Chrome Mando. Looks fantastic. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what he looks like with Ahsoka. And here we go, guys. A battle for you guys. We've got Luke. We got Mando. We got a Dark Trooper. We got a damaged Dark Trooper. And yes, we broke out Ahsoka Tano because, good gracious, that's a fantastic living figure. And I thought it'd be kind of fun. Now, she's fighting somebody off camera. Just saying, she's fighting somebody off camera. So don't worry about who she's fighting right now. Mando's over there with the Darksaber. Doing all kinds of awesome stuff. Luke's crushing the Dark Trooper with the Force, and all kinds of goodness is going on. Although Mando really shouldn't grab the Darksaber like that. Maybe that seems a little dangerous. He should go to Saber Safety School at some point. But yeah, so these guys look awesome together. On your shelf, however you got them displayed, whether it's a museum pose, action pose, fight scene, something like this. This is obviously going to take up a lot more room, and it helps to have a turntable in your display if you're going to do something like this. But maybe you do. Maybe you do have something like this. We'll zoom in here a little bit, give you guys a little closer look. Look at that Ahsoka. Good gracious, that's beautiful. Go check out that review if you haven't already. I did a review on Ahsoka, obviously the Dark Trooper, and of course Crow Mando. And they all look at this. Look at this Crow Mando. And the light bouncing off that bad boy. Woo. And then there's Luke back here doing his thing. I mean, this has been a fantastic first couple months of 2023 if you're a Star Wars collector. It's been quite fantastic. I mean, at some point we'll get Jesse. That would be another clone. That'll be nice. I do have a clone army coming from Collector's Own, so there's that. But this Luke right here, fine addition to the collection. Don't know how I'm going to have mine end up posed in the display, but I know whatever it is, it's going to look pretty badass. So eventually when I do a room tour, you'll see what the heck I have imposed as. I don't know what that's going to be. But let me know your thoughts on this. Is this the ultimate Luke? I think it is. Movable eyes, badass scene, badass Jedi. I mean, just as accessories, it's got the damaged Dark Trooper. It has everything. It's got a great sculpt. I don't know what else you would possibly want from a Jedi Luke. Yeah, I don't know. Along with Ahsoka, man, they look good together. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you want to pick one of these up, check out Pop Collectibles. That's where I got mine. He's in stock right now. If you want the deluxe or the regular, I believe he's got both. And either one, if you want the Dark Trooper, don't want Dark Trooper. It's quite fantastic. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. I would say start with that. And then, as always, collect what you like. See you next time.